For today's creature feature, we return to Salem, Massachusetts. This will be my fourth and final video here in Salem. As for this visit, there is so much ahead in the Witch City. And so we begin at Derby and Liberty Street. Right here, the Salem Wax Museum. In the same building, Frankenstein's castle, haunted house. Haunt is on. And there he is, Frankenstein's monster. The letters above him say, "Enter if you dare." And the haunted house is right there. I showed this a couple of times already. I'm gonna say this weekend a lot. We're here during the week. We're on vacation. I showed this a couple of times already during this trip. This is across from the Salem Witch Village. Up there, the oldest cemetery in Salem. Also, the Salem Witch Trials Memorial. Welcome to Frankenstein's castle. It's a haunted house. Looks like there's one door in and maybe a door out. You never know in these types of places. And to pay up the admission price to enter Frankenstein's haunted house, you have to come across the street inside of the Salem Witch Village. This is where you pay up to go inside the haunt. All right, so I'm all paid up to walk through Frankenstein's castle haunted house. This is a cool shop. They're offering other tours here, a witchcraft tour, and also the admission to the Salem Wax Museum. It was $13.50 for the haunted house experience. Happy Halloween, everyone. This will be my third haunted attraction walkthrough in Salem for this trip. Actually my fourth, if you consider the International Monster Museum, which I do. Check out this chandelier here. Goals. Ooh, creepy. I've got a lot of horror patches over here. Killer clowns. Frankenstein right there. Reanimator. Tourist trap. Some deep cuts. The Thing. Dawn of the Dead. They Live. Eraserhead. Hey, that's cool. The Haunted Witch Village. That's a cool sign. I like that. All right, wish me luck, my friend. Gonna enter the doors to Frankenstein's castle. Thank you. Oh wow. Haunt is on. This is creepy. This is so cool. There's Frankie right there. He's a tall Frankenstein. Ooh, did you hear something? I heard something. Ooh. Whoa. Oh man. There's someone in here. Buddy. Whoa! There's someone right there. Whoa. Someone's talking. Whoa, Cloud! Whoa! Someone's right there. Ooh, that's freaking. That's freaky. Help me. Woo! Dude, this is so cool. This is so classic. Check out this big Grim Reaper. He's pointing the way. That way. I hear something. Listen. Someone's up there. Ooh. Strobe lights. Ooh. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that was creepy. That got me. Wow. Ooh, look at this room.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy.
Hi. Oh! Oh, man. Oh! Oh man, that was so good. Dude, he moves. There's someone. I'm going. Turn back. I wish I could. I'll just go down this hallway. This is really good. I love this. This is a classic haunted house, man. Most classic werewolf. There, wolf. Hello. Woo! Whoa! Wall got me. Backed right into it. Scares you every time. Check out the cobwebs. Whoa, giant spider. I like the music. Whoa! Oh! Oh, they got me. Good job. Look at that. Almost looks like Freddy Krueger a little bit, huh? Giant Grim Reaper. Woo! Someone in the chair. Wait for the chair scare. No chair scare. Something in there. That's creepy. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. This is so classic.
You killed your mother. You left her alone to die. Keep away. The sow is mine.
No way! Freaking Reagan. That is so good. Look at the mirror over there. That's
Your
good.
mother's in here with us, Garrett. Would you like to leave a message? I'll see that she gets it.
Alright, dodge the throw up. Oh man, that's so good. Alright, in the next room. This is creepy. Dude, this is really good. It's like the caretaker. Check this out. Wow. Into this room. Cloud. Hello, my friend. Oh. Oh, now he goes. There he goes. There's a cloud. Oh, I hate clouds. It's so creepy. There's one up there, too. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, getting freaked out. Hello. I thought you were going to fall on me.
Big mistake.
I did?
Coming over here.
Oh, I did,
I'll
did I?
give you a 3-second head start to get lost.
All right, we better get out of here. Woohoo. I'm going. Dude, that was so good. Oh man, that was so good. Frankenstein's freaking castle. That was good. That's a classic haunted house right there. Another year round. They did a good job in there. Again, I've said this all weekend. Best $13.50 I've ever spent. Come check out Frankenstein's Castle Haunted House right here in Salem. And I just text my fiance, Chris the girl, Miss Queen Halloween. She says she's over by the cemetery right now. Gonna link up with her. She's filming a video. We're gonna go to the Witch Museum at some point right here in Salem. Highly anticipated moment for this trip, the Witch Museum. And there she is checking out the Salem Witch Trials Memorial. Like so many other people. And here she is.
I'm here.
I was telling them you're finishing up this video and we will perhaps go to the Salem Witch Museum.
Hopefully, yeah.
What has been your favorite moment so far? We're not done here yet, but so far the entire trip here in Salem.
The spots in Danvers. The
Right.
memorial that we saw, and just the stuff, all that stuff over there.
The true life history, the actual locations where the Salem Witch Trials happened.
Yeah.
Check out her video. She did an awesome in-depth tour. I'll put a link in the description below.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it yet. It's being done, but I know it's gonna be awesome because I helped out.
By
So,
the time you all see this, it'll be
out.
well out, yeah.
Yeah, much ahead. And passing by the Witch City Mall, was here earlier, walked through the Witch Mansion Haunted House, and also yesterday, that is where the International Monster Museum is. A lot of stuff to do here. And before we head over to the Witch Museum, we're also gonna see some other spots, but we're gonna get some lunch. The New England Soup Factory. Soup du jour. This sounded really good. Chris picked this out.
Sandwiches, soup, salads, yeah.
All that stuff. And here we go. I got the New England corn and clam chowder, Caesar wrap, little ciabatta roll, and you got the, oh, it's like Earl's sandwich.
Yeah, sure it's better.
New England clam chowder. Is that the red or the white? So we both really enjoyed the Soup Factory, specifically the clam chowder. That was really good. We are a 9-minute walk to the Salem Witch Museum. Yeah, we're crossing the street here. It's a part of Salem I haven't seen this weekend. I haven't been down this street. That beautiful church back there. A lot of old churches, of course, here in New England. Very cool ones. Got to see my great-grandfather's church yesterday in Beverly. John Hale. Reverend John Hale was involved with the Salem Witch Trials. This building right here, now the East Regiment Beer Company, also another Asian street food restaurant. 5 and Force gift shop. This used to be the old Salem fire station. You can see the 3 bay windows right there. The Salem Witch Museum is actually inside of an old church. This church right here, not the Salem Witch Museum, this is the St. Peter's Church. Check out the graves right between the sidewalk and the building there. That's pretty cool.
So the bodies are buried in the back.
Behind
They
the
just
church?
moved the tombstones.
Ooh, like
Yeah.
the poltergeist thing.
Yeah,
Are those victims of the Salem Witch Trials?
No, they are not.
That's right. They didn't get proper burials.
Yeah, but it is connected to that because one of the people who was accused of being a witch, I don't remember his first name, last name is English. He owned this land here, and when he was accused and put in jail, the Sheriff Corwin, and a bunch of other people ransacked his place, took a bunch of his belongings and whatnot, and so yeah, it is connected in some way.
And right here at the corner of Brown Street, behind the statue, is the Salem Witch Museum. Very iconic shape in this statue right here. We're gonna walk right by it. The freaking Salem Witch Museum. Not so sure if we can film in there. We're about to find out. If we can take pictures, I'll show you afterwards. This statue right here is Roger Conant, born 1592, died 1679, the first settler of Salem. The sun setting behind him. Kind of creepy. And this sits right before the Salem Witch Museum, right here in this intersection. The crosswalk. Yesterday I came by here and there was lines down the sidewalk. This is Tuesday, not so busy. It's probably one of the best days to come.
All right, Roger for 2.
We have to purchase our tickets online. There are time slots, but thankfully there's plenty of time slots left, so we're gonna purchase our tickets. It looks like admission price $17.50 each. What will I see at the Salem Witch Museum? The museum consists of 2 historical presentations. Our first presentation depicts the major events of 1692 Salem Witchcraft trials. This is done with 13 life-size stage sets built into the walls of large auditorium that are illuminated to dramatize narration. This part will last a half hour. And we just want to give a quick shout out. Just met a lovely couple from the area. Michael and Maria just stopped by to say hello. They're subscribers. They're such sweet people. It was really cool to run into them here in front of the Salem Witch Museum. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. It really made our trip seeing you guys, so thank you. And then we're gonna head on in. We met with the folks here at the Salem Witch Museum. They're gonna let us in a little early. And these are our stickers, basically our tickets, the QR code. This tour is awesome. Shout out to Onyx, who works here at the Salem Witch Museum, for comping our tickets.
Yeah, that was really kind.
Really sweet of them.
We actually did.
We paid it.
We just paid, and then they comped it for us.
They're like, nah, come on in.
We were happy to support, of course, but yeah, this is really awesome.
We were both looking forward to this, so thank you. And it looks like you load into the left side, this door. We have the 4:30 appointment to start the tour. Very old church here. Check this out. Already stuff to look at. Looks like we're gonna go right in. Oh yeah, here we go. Afflicted in 1692. Alright, so there's no video recording inside. Alright, so we have exited the theater. Check this out, we got a gift shop. So we weren't able to film, but I was able to take a couple pictures for you and explain what was going on. We got a lot of souvenirs in here. Salem, Massachusetts. And there's the Salem Witch Museum. So as we're waiting here on the intermission inside the gift shop for the next tour, I was not able to record, but took these pictures. So what we're doing here is everyone sits in the middle. It's a 360 presentation. They're not animatronics, but they're basically mannequins, and they explain the story of the Salem witch trials, and it is told in like an old English language. The narrator reminds me of like
alrighty, folks, good
a Boris Karloff or like
this announcement is for those of you holding orange colored sticker. Just a reminder that you will have a brief 10 to 12 minute intermission prior to entering our second exhibit. An announcement will be made when it is time to enter your second exhibit. In the meantime, feel free to visit the museum store.
So we sit in the middle of a 360 theater. Everyone sits in the middle, and then up on the walls all the way around, the lights will highlight each of the story. The storyteller has like an old monster movie kind of narrator vibe, very creepy. It makes it very haunting, almost like a haunted house, and they go through the story of the Salem witch trials. All right, so what did you think about that presentation in there?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's very gratuitous. It's very, I feel like, what a lot of people think of when they think of the witch trials, like this really scary kind of kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was really good. Definitely worth coming over and checking out. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like that. I've never sat in anything like that. It was really cool. It was very kind of nostalgic, not nostalgic, but old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. The telling of the story, really neat. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Halloween in Salem. A lot of Halloween in this store.
A lot of cute souvenirs.
It's cool that they put you in here while you're waiting.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of hocus pocus. I guess there's a pop culture Salem Hollywood museum at the end of this thing. We're gonna check that out. This way to Books and More. There's a bookstore over here, so you can see what's going on. The theater is right through those doors. That's where we came out of.
Alrighty, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. This announcement is for those of you holding orange colored stickers. Please finish up any final purchases you have at this time, as it will be called to line up for your second exhibit tour in about 5 minutes. Again, those of you with orange colored stickers, please finish up any final purchases and make your way back to the bookstore section as you will begin your second exhibit tour in 5 minutes. Thank you.
That's us. That's us. This is Old Salem Village, the map. We visited a bunch of these places today. The actual Salem Witch Trial Memorial. Check that out in Chris's video. Out in Salem Village. We're going to buy the poster because this was a cool trip and we can always remember this area, and we will be back. Alright, so we're going into the next tour. There is no video recording. We can take pictures though. They said that they actually have items from the 17th century. And I'm not so sure what I liked more, the first presentation or the second one, Witches Evolving Perceptions. Now they went into a couple detailed stories. Onyx, the tour guide, the guy speaking in there, wow, what a phenomenal job he did taking us through the timeline of witches in culture. Who are witches? They talked about the Wizard of Oz, of how that is basically credited with the modern, what we call a witch, the green paint, riding the broom. Also, very cool artifacts in there. These books are 400 years old. This one's about how the original people accused of witches were actually just older women with melancholy. This one was how to trap and kill a witch. This is a famous book. I can't remember the name of it, but it's all there in the fine print. Do you remember the name of it?
It's like Magnum Maleficium or something.
Yeah, Magnum Maleficium. Several books. It was about a 15-minute presentation. What was cool is there was an entire timeline of the history of witchcraft. Really neat tour. Recommend this whole experience. So worth the $17.50. And we have exited here through the gift shop. There is some movie posters on the wall here, like a pop culture kind of museum area. Of course, Hubie Halloween, a hilarious movie, was filmed here. I'm a huge Adam Sandler fan. This was a cool movie because it was basically a lot of nods and cameos of his previous movies, but with a backdrop of Salem and Halloween. A hilarious movie. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. This is so good. And this is talking about all the filming locations over here. Still shots, set pictures, and look, they even filmed inside the Witches Museum right there. That's what it looks like inside with the lights on. There's a movie from 1982 called The Coming. Was filmed here in Salem. A movie I've not seen, but by this poster, I'm gonna watch it. Who's gotten into Loreen? I have not seen this movie yet, The Witch. Chris says it's one of her favorites.
It's really good, yeah.
Gotta watch it, but they had the cast premiere party inside this museum where they premiere the movie. There's the cast right there, inside where we just watched the presentation. That's really cool. And then up the stairs here, there's a lot more movie posters. There's Hocus Pocus, of course, The Wizard of Oz. A lot of history, pop culture.
Yeah, pop culture, witchcraft.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. Of course, this was filmed here. I showed a couple locations throughout the visit here. I might show one at the end of the video. We're going kind of in that area. We'll see. This is a classic to me, The Witches of Eastwick. Jack Nicholson, Cher, Susan Sarandon, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Practical Magic, Sandra Bullock, and Nicole Kidman. This is a movie I've always enjoyed. This is a really cool one. If you haven't seen that, I have seen The Crucible, although It's been a long time. Daniel Day-Lewis, Winona Ryder, and in this movie, I believe one of the characters is my 10th great-grandfather, Reverend John Hale. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think he is in that movie represented. And Chris and I have been watching all the Harry Potter movies within the last year. I believe I'm on the 5th or 6th movie. We just watched Order of the Phoenix, so I'm all caught up into the Order of the Phoenix. So I'm really enjoying it. I think so far, I'm gonna watch them all, but I think so far that like the first 3 movies are my favorite. Just something about those, the first 3 that are just unlike the others that I've watched so far. Really good. Of course you got Wicked. I still haven't seen that on Broadway. And as I was using the restroom, TMI, Chris found this in the gift shop. It literally says, "To the descendants of Reverend John Hale, my 10th great-grandfather." I think I'm gonna pay $10.
You got it. That's you.
That's me.
That's what's in the packet.
Oh, right there. Okay, so there are all the people that were involved with the Salem Witch Trials. So
Yeah.
there's odds are if you're watching this and you grew up, you know, your family's been here a while, you're probably related somehow. And I think we're done here. That was an awesome experience. Oh, it's a heavy church door. Done. And now I understand where people were lined up down the sidewalk the last couple days to experience this. This is awesome. You got to do this when you come to Salem. If you've done it already, you know. Like Chris was saying, it's a little over the top at some points, but I kind of like that as far as the theater presentation. But the end part, the modern history of witch, that was my favorite part. It was very well narrated. Shout out again to Onyx. The history, the pop culture thing at the end, really cool. So we will be back. I look forward to doing this again sometime. What about you?
Definitely.
Let's do it. And into this park here, I'm remembering a scene from Hocus Pocus right after they get out of school. He meets up with Allison. They're kind of walking this way. This is not the camera angle, but this is the park. And then over here, these lights, our friend Michael was just telling us that these are the lights you see in Hubie Halloween. They were just left up here. They had like a party scene, like a Halloween party scene. They just kind of left them up here. Filming location for Hubie Halloween. The birthplace of author Nathaniel Hawthorne, whose family, we just learned yesterday, Chris was telling me, whose family was involved in the Salem Witch Trials, and that's the reason why he changed his name, because he didn't want to be affiliated with it. And I don't blame him. Don't blame it at all. The statue is right up here. Check it out. Here you go, the back side of the statue, right here in the middle of the road, between 2 streets. It's really pretty. Nathaniel Hawthorne. What's your favorite Nathaniel Hawthorne work? Born 1804, died 1864. I'll tell you what my favorite Nathaniel Hawthorne work is. I have to look it up because I forget what he wrote. But I know he wrote something I read. It's really good. I think it was the Scarlet Letter. Now I just want to go on record. I have read the Scarlet Letter, and I've read Crucible,
yeah,
but I can't remember who wrote it.
Sorry.
It was probably old Nate here. No offense, my friend. Hey, you probably no. You're too young to know him. Never mind. And we are departing downtown Salem for the last time this visit. I'm gonna miss it. And Chris is really missing it already as well. We are both like, man, we need more time here, and we will be back. There was a bunch of things and specifically people we wanted to meet up with, and we didn't have enough time. We got to get back to work on Monday, but much ahead. We'll be back. Right?
We're moving here.
Don't tell them. You weren't supposed to tell them.
We're gonna live here. I'm sad to leave. I'm genuinely incredibly sad.
I was just
to
telling them. Me too.
Yeah.
We'll come back and we'll also have more time for other things and
So, yeah.
specifically people, most importantly.
Definitely. Yeah.
And now welcome to the Walgreens of Salem Heights. No, we're not going to Walgreens. I was actually just in there. I bought an unsweet iced tea, also a liquid death. We were parked here for a second. This is the last stop for Chris the Girl's video. This is the gallows, the former site.
Proctor's Ledge. So this is where it is believed to be where the accused were executed.
You're gonna go in depth on it. Just gonna show it to you.
Yeah.
Also, I brought the ghost meter just in case. 1692. So this is the area of the gallows where they hung those executed during the Salem witch trials. Very recent memorial. All the names of the victims, just like back at the Salem Witch Memorial in Salem we saw a couple days ago, written upon these stones as well. Got my meter up here. It is going off, but I am underneath a power line. See if I back away from it.
Potentially here, all executed here.
Proctor's Ledge. We remember right there in the tree planted. It's really pretty, and at night, as you can see, the river stones and the light that light up the names of the victims.
I mentioned this briefly in your video from the other day, but again, these folks who were executed in the trials did not get the traditional Christian burial. They were denied that. These folks here would have just been basically thrown off into a shallow grave, not too far from this location. So this
could be anywhere. Could be right under us. Yeah.
Been not laid to rest, but just
chucked,
discarded.
So that's what they did.
That's important about this area here too.
It was a really cool experience here. Very heavy. You can definitely feel it. For all we know, the gallows could have been upon that rock, the hill just above the memorial. For all we know, the victims could be buried up there. And welcome to Ocean Avenue, looking out over the Salem Harbor. The last house on the left. You may know it. Max Dennison's house. This is the angle you don't see in the movie. We're gonna get out and give you the angle you do see in Hocus Pocus. Dude, this is beautiful. I've always wanted to come here.
Wow.
Look at Max Dennison's view.
Yeah, see where they moved.
What did the Dennisons do? California, Hollywood. That's where they came from. And the benefit of coming here on a Tuesday is being the only ones here at the Dennison house. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. So Max's room would have been up there. Now they filmed that on a set, but definitely they go up into that lighthouse, that staircase above in the movie, movie magic, that was supposed to be up there. That's where well, he didn't make it home with his check out the new cross trainers. Max Dennison had his drum set in his room, and I liked his tie-dye shirt and also his new cross trainers, which didn't make it home. Ice took them in the cemetery. If you're looking for this iconic Hocus Pocus filming location, Shore Drive, or Shore Avenue and Ocean Avenue. Nice neighborhood here. Look at that. That's pretty. What do you think about this spot?
I'll take it.
Right? I would love to live here. Over the harbor. Somewhere over that way is Beverly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think this is the spot to end this 2-day Salem trip. 4 videos. 4 videos. Wow. I want to thank you all for watching. We are just beginning here as far as this trip. Chris and I both have PTO this week. This is a true vacation for the both of us. It's been the longest time since we've both taken a traditional vacation from our real-time jobs. We take like 3-day weekends here, 4-day weekends there, but we both haven't truthfully taken a vacation from our work, and like I'd spent like 5 years for me, 5 or 6 years.
Couldn't tell you, yeah.
And it says something that we chose here.
Mm-hmm. It's been amazing. Yeah, really,
we'll be back.
Beautiful time. Yeah.
I can't believe all this happened, and there's still much ahead. Give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe below if it's your first time, and check out Chris the Girl description below. Thanks, guys. There's always much ahead. Bye. I'm gonna drive Chris by. She didn't get to see my grandpa's house, so I'm gonna drive her by on the way back to the hotel. We're staying in Danvers, which is Salem Village.
Yep, used to be Salem Village.
That's where the Salem Witch Trials actually happened. Check out her video, it's awesome. I haven't seen it yet, but I was there, I know.
Yeah.
And here we are back at Grandpa's. Reverend John Hales, built 1634. My 10th great grandfather's house, showing Chris here.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a well-off guy, I will say that. And I almost forgot to say something. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know that there's always, seriously, always much ahead for you, my friend. Not just a statement, it's a way of life. We conclude here in Beverly, Massachusetts, home of Washington's Navy. Just learned that during the American Revolution. Fun fact for you right here at the end.